All right, welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 246. Now, last week I said that I was going to come back with another superhero film, a ninja movie. It's a superhero ninja movie with four turtles and the pizza and they fight crime. Yep, yep, yeah, that's right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles II. The Secret of the Ooze. Huh. Now, is that a mouthful of a title or what? But man, I'll tell you something. I love this movie. This movie is so much fun, even till today. Man, before I did this review, I watched this movie just to really get the study of it. But I watched the movie because I love the movie too. This movie is so much fun. I mean, man, I just can't get enough of it. There's nothing negative I can say about this movie at all. This movie's already a 5 out of 5. Okay, it's already a 5 out of 5 from me. Okay, that's all there is to it. So yeah, Ninja Turtles 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, 5 out of 5. I love this movie. It is so much fun. I have a blast watching it all the time. Lines I say throughout the movie, acted out, stuff like that. I mean, this movie wants you to have some pizza, especially how it starts out. Okay, especially how it starts out. Everybody, all of New York is eating pizza. These big one slice, just one big slice of pizza. All of New York is eating it. Yeah, yeah, those horses, the horse carriage, romantic date horse carriage, yeah, they're eating pizza, not the horses, but the people that ride the carriage, the the driver of the carriage, yeah, they're all eating pizza, couple of cops that caught, they caught somebody, they got them handcuffed. Yeah, the two cops, they eat pizza. That guy's handcuffed to him. He ain't getting nothing. He just standing there like he about to cry. He just standing there cuffed. He ain't getting no pizza. Yeah. See, that's what happens when you break the law, kids. You don't get pizza. So, so yeah, man. Yeah, I tell you, everybody, everybody's eating pizza. You cross the street, you eat the pizza. Hell, one guy standing at the crosswalk. He's still waiting for the crosswalk, to change to walk. But yeah, he's standing at the crosswalk. He's still eating pizza. You got to get that one bite in before you go. On the other hand, it's two people on the other side. They're going. They got pizza. But everybody eating pizza. You want to have some pizza? Hell, this movie is one big pizza party. Okay, this movie is one big pizza party. Okay, I mean, yeah, seriously, seriously. If you have a pizza party, you gotta watch this movie. You got to. Oops. You gotta watch this movie. You got to. You gotta watch this movie. You know. But yeah, man, this movie one huge pizza party. So yeah, you know, This joint Roy's Pizza. That's the hot spot. That's where you get your one large slice of that pie. You know, eating it. Go on, go on. Get your extra cheeser, your cheeser. You know. Oh man, I tell you, I want some pizza right now. I want some pizza right now. Just by thinking about this movie, thinking about that scene. I want some pizza right now. We gonna get some pizza. But I tell you though, man, it's just some good stuff in this movie. You know, the return of Shredder. You know, you thought he was crushed in the back of the garbage truck in the last movie. This is a great follow-up to the last movie. You know, hell of a sequel. You know, this movie, yeah, it is a super sequel. You know, it's a great follow-up. You know, you know, yeah, they pretty much clue you in on what happened before. You know, because you know the turtles know they're living at April's apartment now. Not so secretly, but they're living in April's apartment now. Not so secretly because they make a lot of noise. They're teenagers. They make a lot of noise. So the neighbors downstairs, you know, all that jumping and yelling, they think April was doing some heavy aerobics because it's constant jumping and yelling going on in her apartment. But yeah, you know, the turtles, you know, yeah, they're staying at April's apartment. Splinter, he's up on the roof doing his thing, Ninja Master stuff, you know. But yeah, April, yeah, she comes home and she sees a snake in her fridge. Of course, it's not a real snake, you know. It's a nice little Halloween party rubber snake. Great prank though. Great prank. Something I would pull off. Great prank. So yeah, man. Yeah, Mikey, he needs a snake in the apartment, in the fridge, a fake snake, a rubber snake. He needs that in the fridge. Leonardo leaves his comic books around. Donatello, he leaves a skateboard laying around. Raphael, he got the resistance bands. You know, dude works out a lot. You know, he's more jacked than the rest of the turtles. You know, yeah, he needs his resistance bands. You know, but yeah, you know. Oh yeah, and there's a new character in this movie. Yeah, a kid named Kino. Yeah, he's the pizza delivery boy who constantly delivered pizzas to April's apartment because why? Why did he leave pizzas in April's apartment? I don't know. You tell me. But yeah, love this movie. I'm gonna display this whole movie. I'm gonna display it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a videotape. It's a videotape. You know, videotape. This is how far back I go. Yeah, showing my age. I'm showing my age, Jack. That's how far back I go. Videotape. You know nothing about a videotape. Then you should come onto this channel because the movie review series will show you some videotape. The past episodes, the movies I've done, I displayed video. Yeah, that's for sure how far back I go. Show my age. But anyway, where was I? But yeah, I tell you, you know, Turtles living in April's apartment, but they're gonna have to find their own place, and you know, Splinter. You know, they're not gonna be there much longer. They don't belong above. But yeah, you know, Turtles. You know, when the shit starts to go down, that Shredder is still alive. still kicking, no pun intended. And, he wants revenge. you know, yeah. Choose your best men, those who remain to follow the reporter. She is the key to finding the creatures that did this to me. Yes, master. Next, master. We will build a foot. No. There's only one thing next. Revenge. Yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, they got a different guy to play the Shredder. Which one was better? This guy or the guy in the first movie? Which one was better as Shredder? The guy in the first movie fought. You saw that Shredder fight. This guy right here, he just stood around and gave orders. Had a little bit of a dad bod going on too. He wasn't exactly in shape. Not like the first Shredder. So I guess the first Shredder, he's the better one. But this Shredder right here, he got the better voice, I think. You know, kind of like Christian Bale in the Batman films. His voice was a lot better in Batman Begins than it was in The Dark Knight. That's my opinion. I mean, you know, I could understand him a lot better in Batman Begins than I could in Dark Knight. But hey, that's just me. But anyway, yeah, this new kid named Keno. He's a pizza delivery boy. He constantly delivers pizzas to April's apartment. Why? Because the guys, they're pizza fiends. So yeah, on his way to April's apartment, he sees that there's a van with doors open, boxes hanging out of it. So he goes and check it out. He's being a little suspicious here. He sticking his nose in other people's business. He see these burglars at this shopping mall. Yeah, they're straight up robbing the joint with no weapons. They straight up robbing the joint. So yeah, Keno, yeah, he shows up. Hold it, you guys under arrest. Really, you night security? Well, no, actually, I'm pizza delivery. Yeah, give me a break. Yeah. Next thing you know, Keno start whooping some ass, man. Keno whooping ass. Yeah, two guys, and then another guy come around. He gets his ass whooped. Did I mention I studied martial arts? The next thing you know, yeah, a bunch of more guys show up. A bunch of more burglars show up. Now Keno got to deal with these guys. Help? Yeah, you gonna need it, kid. Yeah, but then the guys show up. And they have their party. They have their party. They are whooping ass on these burglars here. These ski mask burglars. These amateur ski mask burglars. Hey, it's a family film, so they're not gonna have no weapons at all whatsoever, which is very controversial. From the first movie. The first movie was a little bit dark, but still it was still fun. But this movie right here, yeah, after the parental complaints, yeah, you got to get this movie to be a lot lighter, a lot more fun, which is a real good thing because I have fun watching it, obviously. So yeah, a lot more lighter, a lot more fun. So yeah, we got the turtles not using their weapons, but you will see them displayed, except for Donatello. He's the only one that uses his weapon. He uses bow a couple of times in this movie. But Leo, he just had his swords out just so he could stick them into the ceiling, jump up, grab them, and kick, jump up, grab him, and kick a guy in his face. Kick. The hell was that? Yeah, he jump up, grab him so he can kicked a guy in his face. So yeah. But yeah, there was no use of weapons. I mean, hell, Michelangelo used combat coconuts. Wow! Yeah, a couple of salamis, stringed together, So yeah, he used them as nunchucks, He didn't even beat up the guys with them. He just threw them at them, scared them away. Yeah, next time you use mustard. This movie is so much fun. I love this movie so much. Oh man, the 10-year-old side of me comes out every time I watch this movie, man. So yeah, whew, boy, you know, this movie is beyond nostalgic. Beyond nostalgic. 10-year side of movie. 10-year side of movie coming out. We're watching this movie. Such good stuff, man. But yeah, Toka and Razor, instead of Bebop and Rocksteady, we don't get those guys because Eastman and Laird, they said no. A big no-no. You're not going to use our creation for this movie. Big no-no. So yeah, they said, okay, fine. We're going to create our own mutants. Our own mutant enforcers. So yeah, you got Toka, an alligator snapping turtle, and then you got Razor, a wolf. And both mutated into these big giant monsters, and they're babies. They're babies. Oh, they are stupid. They are no use to me against them. Tatu, see that these two things are properly disposed of. You can't do that to living creatures. Not for long. Yeah, they may be intellectually inferior, but yeah, these guys are super strong. Yeah, they got other attributes. They are super strong. So, maybe you'll keep them around after all. So yeah, I tell you, man, these guys, yeah, they don't got it up here, but they have a lot right here, yeah. Double up, flex that. Oh yeah, yeah. These guys are so big. I think we saw them at WrestleMania. You know, But hey, you know what they say: the bigger they are, the more bones they break. So yeah, tell you, man. Like I said, did I say that I could throw out a quote from every single moment in this movie? All right, these guys are mine. All right, you overgrown, ugly excuse for a turtle. Maybe that ugly crap was a little bit out of line, huh? Oh boy. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the secret of the ooze. What is the secret of the ooze? Well, the ooze itself, it's the damn thing that turned these turtles and Splitter into what they are now, you know? Yeah, yeah. They were trying to get rid of that stuff a long time ago, but collision course and one of those canisters fell into the sewer 15 years ago. So, for 15 years, those things has been they've been out of those things have been out of circulation throughout the company of TGRI, not TCRI, which is in the other form of media from Turtles lore, but TGRI in this movie, Techno Global Research Industries. Yeah. So yeah, TGRI. They're responsible for this whole thing, this whole fiasco of the Turtles, Splinter, Toka, Razor, you know. But hey, he's responsible for Toka and Razor, but still, that's just for revenge. You know, that's what that is, you know. But yeah, you know, with the rest of the what happened back in the past, you know. But Donnie heard the story, you know. He just thought there'd be more to it, to the ooze, you know, to them. I mean, he thought that he would find out that they were special. I mean, he don't believe the professor. There's got to be more to it. But yeah, you know, he learned. He learns to accept it. You know, the formation of the ooze was just a big mistake. You know, but hey, it's okay though. You know, it's okay. You know, yeah, you make your own destiny as you go along. You know, that's what the rest of the turtles did. You know, yeah. But hey, yeah, you know, once they learned the secret, you know, now they gotta deal with larger problems, you know, Toga, Razor, and the Shredder, who's obsessed with the idea of destroying them all. Yep, they got that impression all right. Boy, did they get an ass kicking. Yeah, yeah, Toga and Razor, you know, they're just too damn strong. Yeah, Turtles they had to retreat, you know. So yeah, you know, Shredder, you know, he had a plan for some final confrontation. So yeah, he had a plan to get them out of hiding so he can properly dispose of them. Yeah, they're not living creatures for long. Yeah, so you know when I said the last review that movie was one large thrill ride. Well, it is. Spider-Man 2 is one large thrill ride, but this movie right here, this movie right here, this movie right here, this is most definitely a thrill ride. I mean, yeah, invite your friends over, have a pizza party, and have a real good time watching this movie because it is just 1% out there. And yeah, Ninja Rap is born with this movie. I mean, yeah, say what you want about Vanilla Ice these days, but hey, guess what? I bet you a long time ago, I bet you when you was 10 years old, you was rocking to that song Ninja Rap. I bet you, you know, yeah. Yo, it's the Green Machine. Go to rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen the Turtles get down? Slamming, jamming to the new sweet sound. You know, I bet you was rocking to that song. You know, go ninja, go ninja, go, go ninja, go ninja, go. Ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, go, 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 go. I bet you was rocking to that song. I bet you. I bet you still rocking to it too. I bet you was rocking to it when I just did it. I bet you. I bet you. So much fun, man. So much fun. You know, heavy nostalgia. Heavy uh, nostalgia. Heavy. Heavy into it. Great stuff, man. This movie just 100% great stuff. You know, great fight scenes against the Foot Clan. seeing Kino played by Ernie Reyes Jr. And yeah, if you're a martial arts enthusiast out there in the martial arts community, you know the last name of Reyes. You know the last name of Reyes. You know, very important in the martial arts community, almost as important as Lee. You know the last name of Reyes. So yeah, you know. So yeah, Ernie Reyes Jr., who was Donatello, the fight double of Donatello in the first movie. You know, he's out of costume. Yeah, we see him doing his thing. You know, yeah. If you were growing up in the '80s, you seen this movie called The Last Dragon. He was doing his thing. He was doing his thing in that movie. If you was growing up in the '80s, you saw this movie called Red Sonja. He was doing his thing in that movie. Little boy, but still, you know. Yeah. Yeah, the Kazuki boys, you know, Kane and Shane Kazuki, they weren't the only young martial artists back in the '80s. You know, you had little Ernie doing his thing too. Ernie Jr., he was doing his thing too. You know, seeing him growing up in this movie, you know, still doing his thing, man, and still today, still doing his thing. I mean, hell, that movie, The Rundown, you know, he whooping Dwayne Johnson's ass in that movie. You know, yeah, you know, putting the hurt on him. Hey, you guys fight hard. Yeah, still doing this thing, you know. Yeah, great stuff, man. Great stuff. This movie left a huge legacy. This movie is a legacy, you know. Ninja Turtles 2, Teenage Mutant, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. This movie is a legacy, you know. So yeah, like I said, straight 5 out of 5, an easy 5 out of 5. There's no debating on it. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, Super Shredder, played by Big Sexy Kevin Nash, you know, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, you know. Any wrestling fans out there? I know there are. Who didn't watch it in the '90s, man? When Big Daddy Cool Diesel doing his thing, you know. You know, with the WCW. This is what the big boys play, huh? They got the adjective. Play. So yeah, you know, Big Sexy Kevin Nash, you know, the Wolf Pack, you know. Oh boy, yeah. Outsiders, NWO, you know. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Like I said, this movie left a legacy. Great stuff. Great stuff. Straight 5 out of 5. You know, Super Shredder. Even though we didn't see a great battle with these guys, they made up for it with other forms of media, as far as video games, and then the later Ninja Turtles cartoons. You know, especially the one that was on Nickelodeon where they had Shredder turn into Super Shredder. You know, yeah, we had our long-awaited final battle with those turtles and Super Shredder. So yeah, you know, we got our Super Shredder. You know, hell, a Super Shredder action figure and Ninja Turtles action figure. You can have your own final battle. You know, like I said, this movie is a legacy. It left a big one. Oh yeah. This movie came out in 1991. Also, you know, I forgot to say that. You know, I jumped right into talking about this movie because this movie is so much fun. This movie is so much fun. I could talk about this movie all day, but I'm just going to hit you with 30 minutes of it because this movie is so much fun. 100% super nostalgic. This movie is a super sequel. You know, straight 5 out of 5. No debating on it. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. I get like my Leonardo Turtles hat, you know. Huh? I like that. It's nice, huh? Yeah, got this with the new Ninja Turtle movie, 2014 movie. Got this with that, this came with it. But anyway, yeah, next week, man, next week, up from the depths, 10 stories high. Oh, actually, he's more than 10 stories high in this movie, but yeah, up from the depths, 10 stories high, breathes fire, his head in the sky. He's coming. The big ass dinosaur from Japan that loves crushing Tokyo. But in this movie, you'd be crushing San Francisco because he's coming next week. So yeah, check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, I think I might go watch this movie again. At least look for the soundtrack because the music in this movie, the soundtrack, the closing credits, man, you could jam, you could dance to that shit all day long, all night long. Great stuff. This movie left a legacy. And this show is off.